Hi guys, so yesterday I uploaded two videos. One was about Boris Johnson's threat to undermine the Withdrawal Agreement and the Northern Ireland Protocol by introducing legislation that would allow ministers to undermine international law. Now, in the second video, the European Union responded to this threat and reiterated the fact that the Withdrawal Agreement is an international agreement and to break it would have serious consequences. So is Boris Johnson serious about breaking international law? Actually, I don't think so. I think this is a desperate attempt to break the deadlock. He wants to have some sort of deal. I've said this in the past. I think Boris Johnson wants to get some sort of bare bones deal. He wants to return to Parliament and say, look, I have claimed victory. I have defeated the EU. I have done what Theresa May could not do. I have a deal with the European Union. Now, it doesn't matter what that deal actually looks like. It just needs to be some sort of deal that he can present to Parliament and claim he has got Brexit done. So you're probably asking, well, why doesn't he just agree to something now? No, he has to play the game. He has to push this idea, and he has been doing it for a while, that the EU negotiate under pressure at the last minute. So what he's trying to do, I think, is he's running down the clock in the hope that whatever deal he gets, he can present it as a last minute deal, that he was able to convince the EU at the last moment, on the 11th hour, to agree to something. Then he will return to Parliament and claim victory. So this is a negotiating tactic. Now, is it a good one? I don't think so. I think this is extremely damaging. Now, if it's an attempt to break international law, okay, that's just beyond the pale. But if this is a tactic to corner the EU in some way, to challenge the EU, I think even if it succeeds, even if he's able to get some sort of deal, how will this paint the UK in the future? What sort of light will it paint them in? Imagine, going forward, the UK say, okay, we want now to have a trade deal with the US, or we want a trade deal with Australia. These countries will say, are these the type of tactics that you use, that you threaten to break international law if you don't get your way? Why would any country trust the UK after this? The United States will say to the UK, well, wait a minute, if we agree to something with you today, what's to say that you won't threaten to tear it up 1 year later, or 6 months later, or a day later, because you have some problems in Parliament? This is a terrible way to negotiate. It seems, tough. It's tough talk, and it seems to resonate with Brexiteers, but it's extremely damaging to the UK reputation abroad. These negotiations have been a farce since the beginning. I think the problem is that on the UK side, the negotiating team don't understand certain fundamentals. They don't understand that the EU will defend its union come what may. I think they don't understand how international trade works. And finally, I don't think they understand that the EU and the UK are not equals. This is just a sabre rattling exercise by Boris Johnson. This is my belief. But in the long term, it's going to have damaging effects on the UK when it wants to do trade deals with other countries. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?